Yo, let's take a look at this. Welcome to Long Beach. That's right. We are back at it like a track addict. We are at round one of the Formula Drift Pro Championship. I'm Jared Dienda, absolutely excited, elated to be back here and talking to all the Formula Drift fans, talking about the best drifters in the world. And sitting next to me is president and co-founder of Formula Drift. He took a little hiatus last year. He's back. He just cannot stay away. The one, the only Ryan Sage. Ryan, it's great to have you back up here, man.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun sitting next to you, Jared. This is definitely harkens back old memories. We did this for many, many years together, and it was time to take a break. But it's the 20th season. We're trying something new. I'll be in here for qualifying. We'll have Lantane and Nishida in the head-to-head matchups tomorrow, and it's going to be kind of like that the whole season long. We're going to be shaking things up.
I'll be staying here through the entirety of the season, and then joining us, you might know the name Matt Sopa. He's our starter during Pro, but during Pro Spec, he's going to come up here. He's a drifter himself. He's got a Fusion, has a Coyote, so he knows a lot about drifting. Excited to get Sopa up here for the full rounds of Pro Spec.
And what is Sopa on?
On Europa. He's on the lineup. All right. 20 years of Formula Drift. You know, it all started in 2004 in Atlanta. Taking a look at the overall champ, you can see dating back there, Sam Hubinet. He was their two-time champion, 04 and 06. Most recently, you got Frederick Osbo back-to-back, and now a three-time. He joins the three-time club. Let's take a look at the Torque Drift course preview.
This ain't a fluke. I seen it way before it ever happened. He gave me the view. I had to put in my time on the TV. It coming in soon. I couldn't leave it all up to a variant or an experience. You gotta get him and do what it do.
Walk us through the course, what the judges are expecting, where the outer zones are. 1, 2, 3. What do we got?
Well, the great thing about this course is it never changes. The walls never move. The outside zones have stayed relatively the same. We have tightened up outside zone 2 a little bit to make it a little bit more flowy. You've got that big initiation where drivers try different techniques, whether it's e-brake or momentum one side to the left, one side to the next. And then this last corner here is usually where the funny stuff happens, so to speak. It's the only place on this course where we have a marker that is not a wall.
Yeah.
And so we tend to see a lot of action in that area. It makes sense for drivers to try to close the gap in that sector. And as we take a look at the track map, you'll see just how much more simplified the qualifying format has become. We still have our decel areas that are triggered to us by the telemetry data. We've got outside zone 1 and 2 coming after the chute, after turn 9, outside zone 3 up against grandstand 18, and then that last inside clip there, line angle style equaling a maximum of 90 points and 10 X factor points for a total of 100. So I'll be judging along with them, and try not to give away too much but I will show you, Jared, how I'm doing it.
Yeah, no, and again, this is all just for clarity for the fans, and the judging has just changed over the years, loving the new podcast that Jake is putting out there. For more information, Outer Zone, really great format. Jacob's a very inquisitive interviewer. He's doing a great job getting a lot of knowledge there. All right, when we come back, we'll kick things off. Also, it may bear repeating here. Qualifying order. We start from the bottom. As opposed to last year, it would be Frederick Osbo. No, we're starting with the newcomer. We're talking about Robert Thorne when we come back here to the streets of Long Beach, round 1 of the Formula Drift Pro Championship. Here we are, a beautiful backdrop here, the streets of Long Beach playing host to, F1 over the years, Champ Car, IndyCar. The Long Beach Grand Prix is going on next weekend. We'll be back out here Friday and Saturday night. Brian, keys to success. Number 1, don't hit the wall. How about us? What else you got for us, though? The K&N keys to success.
Look, it all kind of starts with the initiation with 2 C's on accurate, but that is the tempo for everything. Getting locked into that angle, riding confidently to those outside zones while on throttle, keeping that pace consistent. An explosive transition under the bridge is what the judges are looking for, snapping from that first outside zone to the second outside zone, and then continuing that pace. Not all the way up and down, all the way up and down, consistent as much as you can max out the car. That is how those X factors are going to come into play. Our judges today, the three, Ryan Lantane, Chris Yule, and coming back, Robbie Nishida, a 15-year veteran of the sport, also takes care of a lot of the judging responsibilities and announcing, which he'll be in the booth with you in FD Japan. Great to have him back.
Yeah, and let it be noted, Brian Eggert is here in the building. He's going to basically mitigate and converse with the drivers if they have an issue. So there we are seeing a hashtag FDLB, as we are about to see, again, some newcomers here. Also, the not-so-great 8, the knockout format, still being implemented. Next up, we'll be seeing another newcomer here, Diego Higa. Diego Higa coming to us from Brazil, 1 to 5 points. So it's been pretty crazy in how critical it is. So just splitting hairs here, every point does matter. All right, again, a Formula Drift rookie, Diego Higa, coming to us from Brazil. Now, this vehicle has actually seen competition before. This is a retired vehicle that Ryan Turk piloted, and Diego Higa. You saw a little hesitation there on that flick under the bridge. Now coming into that final inside clip. And there he goes, Diego Higa. Welcome to Formula Drift. I know Diego's been trying to get over here, obviously with, COVID and the lockdown.
Yeah, so for me, Jared, judging this at home, you can see it gets a little bit held up on the initiation. Great job on that first outside zone. Not fully extended to the second outside zone, and he pushes a little bit wide here, leaving that third outside zone. We take a look at the last inside clip coming through here, pushing pretty close to that final inside clip. I think that the judges want to see a little bit more of an arc on that final section, so you can see maybe a little bit of a deduction there. A bigger one coming across here, not fully extended out to that second outside zone, and pushing really wide, but actually making that look pretty good. From that angle, that looked a lot better, and then just a tiny bit of low angle through that last inside clip. But a good start for him. A lot of high praise being paid to him overall, and just how good of a driver he is, and we will see that unpack over the course of the season.
Yeah, really excited to see Diego just get more comfortable with this car. I know he's really excited. I've become friends with one of his friends, Leticia Buffani, and I know, she's been driving. She's got a Z. She's from Brazil. So, yeah, for Diego Higa, he's definitely a talented driver. Really excited to have him, in the States, competing the entirety of the season. Like I said, that car owned by JDM Supreme, and that vehicle saw competition. It still even has a Turk on the valve cover, actually. So that car has seen competition before. FD20, hashtag FDLB. Let everybody know you're watching, like my man Brian Cass in Jersey. Starting him young. He's with his son. 80.3. So leaving some points out there on the board. You can see the X factor. 4 points out of 10. So 80.03.